Hi there and good morning. I'm up by the Lavvu, as you can see, and we have snow. We haven't had much snow yet. It's the middle of January, so it was about time. Still not enough snow to go cross-country skiing, but anyway. I have just prepared some firewood. Quite a lot of it actually. I've had some in the Lavvu, drying out for a few months. It's Thursday morning and we have a helicopter, as you can hear. I think you can hear it. I can hear it. It's all over the place all the time. I can't do much about that. It's just annoying. Actually, I got up at 2 a.m. to do my writing and all that, so that I could find time to go up here today before my other duties start during the afternoon, like dad cab duty. So I am just going to have some food and we'll have a fire and sit down for a little while, and I hope you'll join me. So I have actually now filled this entire box here with firewood, and I must say that I can see from the tracks that there are other people here from time to time. But they haven't been greedy, and when I got up here this morning, they had even someone had even cut up some little bit, not much, but a little bit of firewood and put it here in this box. So I think there are good people around. Okay, if there are moisture in my beard and my mustache, it's because the weather is quite cold actually. It's this morning it was 9 degrees Celsius below, minus 9 degrees Celsius. So quite cold, not very bad, but it's I mean, just a couple of days ago we had green fields actually in this area. But I'm going to light a fire now and we'll have some food. There are lots of school kids up here. Well, I don't know if there are lots of them, but they are here with the school from time to time. Hence the name, the school Lavvu, as it's called. And sometimes they forget their mittens and the gloves. So if there are any local parents watching this, I have found this woolen glove here. So if there are anyone missing this, let me know. Write so in the comment section. And a very small sock that some mice have eaten parts out of. Okay, so there are some different opinions when it comes to how to light a fire with your ferro rod. Should you keep the knife down and move the ferro rod, or the other way around? and you'll see me most often I strike with a knife on the ferro rod, and there are some there have been some comments. People are saying, no, you should never do that, and so on. And I try politely to explain that I have lit a fire before, and with a ferro rod, and it depends, you know. I would say it depends on what's on the ground, and now I had a very steady ground that I could lean the tip of the knife against. So that's why I used to move the ferro rod. So it's not a debate that keeps me awake at night, but it's worth mentioning. Very often in life, I find that there are no absolute answers, and the answer will very often be it depends. Okay, so I have made a few modifications, well, not modifications, but additions, I would say, to my backpack. And I would just like to show you, because I think it's very practical what I've done here. Yes, my axe. That's maybe not very revolutionary, but it's I just put it through this loop and this loop. This backpack, it has this handle, and I couldn't find any use for this handle, but finally I figured I'll put my axe through here. But also I have made an investment in, and that was actually a while ago, but I bought a flashlight, really head torch, really strong head torch, and you'll see this wire here, and I keep it here, okay, in the lid. Maybe that ruined the autofocus, I don't know. Okay, so it has a large battery, and the battery goes in the backpack. So I like to actually keep some, the most essential stuff, I like to keep it in my backpack at all times, so that I will, I know I won't forget it, and it's got its own, the most essential equipment has its own dedicated place in the backpack. And the battery also doubles as a charger for, you know, like electronics, like a cell phone, mobile phone, and GPS and stuff like that. And I have kept it, I'm keeping it, I'll bring the camera closer. I am keeping it, can you see that? Hold on, I have some light here. There it is. And one other thing that I need to mention, if you look at my video about bushcraft saws, again, not the kind you put on your steak, but saws like this one. I said I prefer the Bakko Laplander. It's much lighter, and that's the one I would pick for a hike. That's still true, I would. But I must tell you that I have been using this for months now on day hikes. This is the Silky Gumboy 270mm, and it cuts better. It's for cutting up firewood like I just did. I prefer this one. But because of the weight, I still think that for a hike I would pick I would bring the Buckle Laplander. Okay, so this is a bit of a surprise. Chicken curry. That was, yeah, well, I like chicken curry, but I don't know, it's not something I normally bring. Okay. Not yet. Now it's boiling. Couldn't be more perfect. Okay. Ah, yes. Okay, so we'll start with this chicken curry, and now I will be patient. I'll try at least, and wait, because you put water. Yeah, you put water in the bag like this. And you stir a little bit. And then you close the bag. And you leave it for 5 minutes or so. Okay, it's going to be a messy meal because my mustache is all over the place. And I am hungry. Okay. Kaffe mocha. I think I have a very, I kind of eat like a child. I like, I have the same, I like the same things that my son likes, you know, and he's 11. I think it's worth it to get up early so that I can find time to escape and get up here for a few hours. Okay, it's food in mustache time. Wow. It's very, very tasty, delicious. I'm not recording in 4K. I do sometimes, but not this time, because there are some things you don't want to see too much in detail, like my mustache right now. How many of you watching this have a mustache and a beard? Let me know, because that will be fun to know. Now I'm trying to walk carefully, because underneath the snow there is ice actually, so I slipped on my way up here, but it turned out okay, no problems at all, but I twisted as I fell and held up the camera. Now, when I was, I think, maybe 14 years old, I got hold of a book. It's in Norwegian. I still have that book, and it's actually about bushcrafting in winter in Norway. I think in that book it says somewhere, when you're walking out in the winter and it's cold, when you reach a forest, a woodland, and you walk, from the open spaces and into the woods, it's like pulling a warm sweater on, a warm woolen jacket on, because it's true. A place like this, it just feels warmer. I don't know how to explain it, but if I walked 10 meters the other way, out in the open, it would feel colder, but in here it feels warmer. And also, I would say, all around me there are resources that will help you survive and thrive and have a nice well, I'm not I got into the survival mode here, but I'm far from in a survival situation. I'm not far from my home, actually. What I was trying to say is that all around me there are resources that will help you keep warm if you're out camping during winter. Just let me show you some of those resources. Now, I didn't put this here, and actually this one isn't very dry, but I would guess, let's see, this one, not this one. Now this was a bad example, but I would use these as firewood. I won't take it off, but if I took this off now, you would hear a snap. Yes, this one is dry. Lots of birches. Birch bark will burn. It will take a spark from a ferro rod. If you just make it, some of it, you need to make it into a powder. And we have resin as well. Okay. Yeah. Perfectly dry. But that was not what I was going to show you here. This is pitch or resin, and it will help you start a fire, and you can make a torch out of this as well. These black lumps here, that's resin. You can make all sorts of things with this, glue and all sorts of stuff.